Let me tell you about a class trip that literally changed my life forever. When I was in sixth grade, I was a band major. When I was in seventh grade, I was a pre med major, hoping to become a pediatrician. By eighth grade, I knew the doctor science stuff was not for me, and I became an arts major. I went to junior high in Southside Jamaica, Queens. And while I don't remember my teacher's name anymore, I will never forget this class trip. Now, I don't know about y'all that are also from big cities and went to public school your whole life. We always went on class trips to the museums. I was also in Girl Scouts, I was in summer camps and like weekend camps. We always went to a museum. I've been to the Museum of Natural History, the Met, and the Museum of Modern Art so many times. But this museum was new for me. MoMI, founded September 10th, 1988, the Museum of Moving Image is a media museum located in a former building of the Historic Studios in the Astoria neighborhood of Queens, New York City. When we got to the museum, it was standard as usual. There was a lot of just museum stuff. There was some props from films. There was the history of films and like the evolution of the cameras. Everything was fine until we got to the animation area. This area was very intriguing to me because they had the history of animation and they even had a little section about computer animation where they were highlighting the making of Toy Story. What made this experience so memorable is that they had like a stop motion station, which I can articulate now. On the table, there was an overhead camera. If you guys remember the children's book or the animated series Madeline, they had the characters and some of the backgrounds on these almost like puzzle pieces type of thing. And they had instructions. You assemble the pieces, you took a picture, moved them around, took a picture, and you did that for maybe 10 to 12 or maybe 15 times. And it made it into a video and you could watch it. I had made my own animation. I went home that day and told my parents that I knew what I was going to do when I grew up. I'm going to make cartoons. At 13 years old, and ever since, I became so intentional, probably delusional, to make sure that everything I did was going to get me to that goal of making cartoons one day. Sure, at 13, I wouldn't have had this takeaway. In reflecting over the last 20 years and seeing just how intentional I've been about working in animation, it's given me a very full life. Of course, I've had some high highs and some low, lows. Yes. At the same time, I've met a colorful assortment of people along the way. So tell me, what's a place that you visited that's changed your life?